X Plus, what is going on? My name is Akasan. Yeah, you know the deal. Tyrone. Not who you're thinking, but TM, yes. But, member of Black Wave. Last time you probably saw him was the Boys.
Oh, the Boys, yeah.
The Boys review.
Yeah. Was supposed to make a second video.
Never did.
Get to it. Busy.
Welcome to the world of YouTube. That's how you do it. Like,
and lazy.
Yeah, we'll do it one day. Yeah. Anyways, we're about to watch this Arrow spinoff thing. Green Arrow and the Canaries or something like that. But I just thought we were talking about Crisis on Infinite Earths. Let's have a recap real quick about what went down. It was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He only saw half the 1, 2, 3, right?
3, yeah. I didn't see the last 2.
Part hour 4, hour 5. But he already, the internet ruins everything. So like he was like, yeah, maybe I'll catch it another day. Like whatever. So let's see about this recap.
Yeah, this is Recap Rex. It's 2020, baby, and we're coming out strong with hands down the best 5-part crossover primetime network television event of the decade. Crisis
Of the decade. Of the decade.
In the beginning, there was infinitude. Now it's holy crimson skies of death. Racing, you said it, dude. The multiverse looks
That's good.
more than an act of God. Use Kryptonian parent techniques, stuff your baby in a pod. So Lila's the heartbreaker, drops the crew on 38. Clark and Kara act with haste with their ability to commiserate.
Ha!
Time with Millennium answers Arrow's call. While Brainiac is running around like Keanu Reeves on He lands in a future where all these even sadder than introduces about the antimatter.
True.
Battle it out with somersaults, lay sick and batarangs, but take no salmon ladder, y'all, cause all they can no longer have.
Yep.
And Aragon, 38, with Alderaan. Kara and Zara are paragons. They can't get rid of Kavanaugh. Pour one out the queen. Here's to you, good looking. Now I'm gonna leave so Parallel B can come and bring that hook in. Saving time and space and the whole human race. Show looks crazy stressful.
True that. That's a good point. Yep. That's good. Yes! Not the apps, but yeah. Nice. Nice. That was actually kind of cool. Spectre. Okay. Wow. Right. Good point. Okay. Alright, here we go. Hour 4.
Tragically causing a lost soul to grow out mutton chops.
How did he get his powers?
Pass for the group. The Ghost Ollie shows off his new power to
Boop! Yep. Even deader. Yes, Marco. Uncle Way, yeah. Yep. Thank you.
Super Friends Inc. for Javon. The Arrow verse keeps rolling, but this verse here is super done.
Yep.
5 parts of Crisis on Infinite Earths, y'all. And this is recap raps.
Recap rap.
Just forget parallel me to sing on the track. That was pretty tight, right? Anyway, we'll see you next time. Fight.
Wow, his production level has really stepped up. Like the last time I watched him was when he did like a Arrow recap raps, and like he really stepped up a lot. So nice job, man. Like really well done. So there you go.
That's very nice. Thank you. I'm all caught up now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was about to say any questions like that. That's pretty much like the second half wasn't as It's something I think a lot of fans I think can ultimately agree on is the fact that this particular crossover relied more on cameos and kind of shock value than the actual storytelling. Like they got the, like you were saying off camera, the main point they were trying to do was merge all the Earths, so we'll have less controversy later or less problems later. They got that point, but there were a lot of plot holes in the story and a lot of side stories that weren't really told. And it actually reminded me of the comic books in a sense, like when sometimes these crossover events happen in comic books, like people start forgetting, like editors forget what happened in a few issues beforehand, and you're like, wait, what was the point of this? What was the point of that? Like a good example is I remember on Final Crisis, Nightwing was supposed to die. Like Nightwing, like legit, just like his whole like body got blown out, and he was supposed to die in Final Crisis. But then later they were like, nah, it's okay. We want to keep we want to keep Nightwing around. But originally, Dan, I think it was Dan Dito, he wanted to kill Nightwing in Final Crisis. But like, for example, like how the Monitor got his like godlike powers. What was the point of Vibe getting his powers back? Because he doesn't show up the rest of the show.
Yeah, it's right. He doesn't.
Right. Well, even part 4 and part 5. He's not even in the show anymore. And the rest of the crossover. I'm sure there's budgetary cuts as well, but there were a lot of plot holes that, you know, as cool as the Ezra Miller cameo was, why did that work? Because everybody was supposed to be dead, and even the Speed Force was kind of like, I mean, maybe they could make something up where he was in a pocket point of the Speed Force that still existed or whatever. He was bringing the Speed Force back. He was a memory. I don't know, but
it's kind of like they did with was it Ant-Man when he was in the quantum realm?
Yeah, but even then the thing was Barry was having a difficulty getting out of the speed. He was in the Speed Force, and I mean, I guess they could make something up, but it was just there were little things that for some people like really stuck out, like, oh, what was the point of some of this like that? Like so, but
because
just enjoy it. Here, have another cameo. Enjoy it. Vince McMahon up in here. Anyways, but that was a good recap, and let's see what they have in store for us. So Arrow is ending in about 2 more episodes now. Next week is going to be the series finale, 2-hour series finale. They're going to do a retrospective. Hour 1 will be a retrospective by EW magazine, and the final episode will be after that.
Yeah, it's really. Yeah, I remember when that show first came out. It was right before I moved back to Japan, and I remember watching it. I was really excited. It's like, okay, it's gonna be great. And then I feel like, the show was good, and then it dipped a little bit. Yeah. Then it got better.
As all shows
do. Then it started dipping. It's just the season before this last season, the one where his sister shows up.
Emiko.
That's the season that
I didn't think it was actually that bad.
It was. I think parts of it was difficult, but I need to finish it because I do want. My goal is I wish I could complete it before the final 2-episode show.
You got a week. You got a week basically.
But I only have so it's only 10 episodes this season.
Right.
Yeah. So, and I have like 4 episodes last season. So.
Right, and you know, it's a little weird now looking back on some of this, because the thing is from what you know now, Oliver, like Jesus, died, and reset the entire universe. So actually, somebody pointed out like that Earth 1 Laurel is back now, like because everything's kind of reset, like a bunch of dead characters are coming back. So like
Maybe they're playing.
like so I'm kind of wondering in some sense there's a good point about that, but there's also a bad point in the sense of like, well, what was the point of like reliving some of those episodes, you know? Like in the comics we had the same problem. It's like, yo, so after Crisis on Infinite Earths, it reset the timeline, but then it kind of invalidated everything that happened beforehand. So you have, and now we have that term called pre-crisis, post-crisis. We use in comic books all the time. Pre-crisis Superman, post-crisis Superman. And it's kind of just like, it kind of invalidates anything pre-crisis is kind of like invalidated now because everything's been reset. So it's an interesting thing. Just like Star Wars, you have Legends and then you have the Disney canon. So huh. Well, enjoy recapping. Maybe they'll make a recap wraps of the whole Arrow season for you.
Thank you.
The series.
Please do that.
Get on that. All right, guys, we're out. Peace.